probably means
It probably means
voice operated transmission.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And that will operate when you have your headset plugged in here.
Well,
And as soon as you start to speak, it will come on and transmit.
so it will know, or you need to actually set the mode yourself,
Yeah, when you want to use Vox, you press that.
it won't absolutely know. Just like today, you just plug it in, it knows. Now you gotta tell it.
You got it done.
Okay.
Can I interrupt a minute? Yeah.
Sure.
I think this is
Yeah,
short
that's why we're working
Yeah,
on this.
she's just telling me about
Well,
these things right here.
Now, when you get the Vox going, if
Take
you
a
decide you want
small
to
pill.
use Vox, there are three adjustments there.
Delay, gain,
Delay, gain, and
and
anti-trip. Now,
anti-trip. Yeah.
gain means obviously gain. You turn it up, but it's more sensitive. When you speak, it comes on. You don't want it real hot because
No.
then
You'll
sounds
blast.
around you will turn it on. Delay means when you stop talking, that's how long it takes before it goes back to receive. Anti-trip is the one that when the radio's working and its stuff's coming out of the speaker, it can tend to get back into the microphone and turn itself on.
Mm.
Anti-trip is to make that stop.
Okay.
They're all sort of interactive.
I get it.
In this
Yeah,
particular
there's-
transmitter, I had to back it off because it was tripping it.
Yeah.
And I used a small Phillips trigger,
Yeah,
really
there's
small.
just a very small.
It's a Phillips.
Yeah, there's a square or a star there, so a little Phillips. will do
Okay,
the job
I
there.
see it.
Or a little flat screwdriver, either one.
Yeah. And so we would turn it left or right. To
It's probably set pretty close.
okay. Okay, got
If
it.
that's what that's for. The rest of these adjustments, don't worry about.
Okay.
Not anything you'll have to have any concern about. This thing then fits in there.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and then
Okay, and then it just drops.
yeah.
Okay?
Good.
That goes.
Yeah.
Let's just go over some of the controls here. Well, we've done the installation. We know how to put the antenna on. There's a ground screw back there.
Mm-hmm. It's already in spot in its place.
Yeah, there's a screw there with a wing nut on it or something. If you actually do get to the point where you put a proper ground out someplace, maybe your local German guys will help
Oh, I'll
with that.
find some locals. Yeah.
Grounds are a good thing. A lot of people don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
And to some detriment, although usually it's just a problem with it's worse for the receive side than the
Isn't
transmit.
it a safety thing too, or
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here in the desert, we haven't got any damn ground.
Yeah,
If I was staking there, it wouldn't do any good
We
anyhow.
have to put, tuned wires out to get any kind of a good ground. But anyway,
I'll be trying for a house because
that takes care of insulation. We know the antenna, we know the mic, we know where to plug in the phones,
Yep.
and we know about the power. So we get the
Yep.
important stuff covered. We know
That
how
means
to,
I'm not gonna blow up the thing.
right. We know how to turn it on and off.
We know where the power
What
switch
power
is.
switch is. Okay. So then we've got. I think you have another manual, don't you? I think we got a manual with the other one.
Yes,
didn't
we do.
So you've got that.
Okay. And I'll just probably put it in pages and put it in a book.
Yeah. Mhm.
That way.
So there's a
I can
man.
flip it back.
Then we've got the location. This tells you a good idea of where to put it, where you don't get real hot. Grounding. Here's the part about the
Real
grounding.
hot, yeah, I ain't gonna
The
have.
front feet. That's how to adjust those. You
Uh-huh.
push them in and it'll drop down.
Uh-huh.
Turn them and it'll pop out and they'll come up like this. That's just antennas. That tells you all about antennas and all that kind of thing. Oh,
I'll definitely need help with that, so
Alright.
I'll find a guy
right.
or two or
As
three.
far as
You
antennas
might,
go.
you might tell her exactly what antenna we put in the box for.
Yeah,
What did
go
we put
over
in
what
the
you
box?
put for me.
We put a. This just. Yeah, it's that length is made for 80 meters.
Okay, I put it in here that there's 270 foot
270
antenna
foot.
lines in the box. Okay,
Yeah.
so
If
And
you
they
wanna
call,
make it-
and they call that stuff flex line.
flex line.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just regular.
Antenna flex line.
That's the way the stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so when you want to put the antenna up, you can either string it like a dipole, or you
Mhm.
can string it around some places and hook the ends together.
Oh.
Then you have a loop.
hmm
Cause he's got a
Continuous
bolt
loop.
in there now.
And it has a bolt too? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Well,
So all
you
I
can-
need is
you-
maybe a stake
you-
of some kind, or what
The
would you
idea is
use?
to get everything as high off the ground as you can.
Okay, so we want to try to get up toward the roof.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you would be
Trees.
wanting to do like
You
that,
know, the idea was, the best way is to keep it as horizontal as you can.
horizontal as you can.
But not necessarily.
Hmm.
You can also lift the center up as high as you can get it and then droop the ends down.
Okay.
We call it an inverted V because it's a V turned
Right,
upside down.
right.
And you tie the ends off to a fence or the house or another tree or whatever you can.
It's
I'm
really-
definitely going to ask for help with this, guys.
Yeah,
So
they
don't
got that.
worry.
It
They'll
has-
know what that's
oh.
all
Yeah,
about.
they'll be able to help me. It'll
Right.
depend.
With a microprocessor, so that when you decide you want to tune your antenna,
Meaning match my impedance.
match your antenna correctly, you'll push the start button, and it will go and look for a good match. And as soon as it gets it, it'll go back to receive again. Push the start button.
You're supposed to
it.
And
hold
it's
it
done.
down.
That's
It's
all you got to
matched.
do. Okay.
It's matched.
Oh, that's good. So that's automatic.
That's excellent.
Am I mistaken to say that they're supposed to hold it down till it goes off?
No, just push the start.
Just push it. All
Just
I did
push
was push it.
Yeah.
I'll push it and let it go. It says
Now,
wait.
all right, now the meter, you gotta tell it what it reads now.
Well, it'll read whatever it says. Here we have the meter switch. Yeah, let's do that now that we've got that figured out. Let's see everything else over here. You're not too concerned with that right now. Okay.
But I can call you if I'm confused.
course. Now, here's the little switch that shows you what's on the meter. Right now, it's set on power output, and we're not going to see anything like that right now. We're still receiving, and we're looking at the incoming signal, which is read on that upper scale. So it's between 5 and 7. So it's
Mhm.
about S6. They call that S. That's why I put the S there.
Oh,
It's strength.
convenient. Okay.
Strength.
Oh,
Yes.
how
meter.
nice.
Yes.
So somebody was thoughtful.
So as you're listening to people, if we can find anybody to listen to, okay,
Yep.
see where he is?
Between 7 and 9.
He's averaging the peak of a S9. So we call him your S9 on peaks. That's our little jargon for that.
That's the, okay.
If it goes over that, you see plus 20, plus 40.
Oh, so then
That's
how would you
actually-
say that?
That's
20
actual
over 9.
decibels.
20 over 9?
Yeah, we just call it 20. It's officially it's 20 dB over the S9 point.
Okay. So that's the measuring post right there before you go over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's S4, S6, and S9. S9 corresponds to a specific signal level coming to the
I
antenna.
got it. That's middle C.
Okay. I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
If she wants to know the power output of the thing, you hit CW.
Okay, so now if you want to see what's going on with the radio, we're going to switch this over to, well, it's already said on power. PO means power output. Okay. Now we'd like to see what it's transmitting. So we're going to push the CW button, which is going to put it on CW.
Which is the.
Means the code kind of a thing. If it, yeah, but if it had a key plugged into it, then nothing would happen when you hit the transmit switch. But
Because
when-
it wants it from here?
yeah.
Okay.
But if you don't have a key plugged in, then there's an automatic closure of the jack in the back. So it's
I'm going to learn how to do this. Do you
Oh,
know how to
sure.
do this?
sure. Kidding? Yeah. So-
Sorry. Of course you do.
You have to. We
I-
used to have to.
I know.
Okay. So anyway, that's power output. Power output. So we put it on CW, and we hit the Mox thing, and we're going to watch this meter and see where it goes. We're going to look on the PO scale, which is the one right underneath the S scale.
Okay.
See, it goes 0 to 150 watts.
Yep. That's
Okay.
it.
So if we do that, it reads about 110 watts, right? Something like that. So
Yeah.
go up to 110.
Yep.
That means it's doing fine. We're also going to look and see what the match is. This is another one of these terms that doesn't make a lot of sense, and some people abbreviate them because they don't know what they're talking about. But it means standing wave ratio.
Yeah, I know there were a lot of questions
Yeah.
about that.
And all that has to do with is we're right back to the match again.
Mm-hmm.
The 50 ohms here to 50 ohms here. If we get that perfectly matched, the standing waves on the antenna are non-existent. So ratio is 1 to 1.
How come it makes more sense when you say it than it?
Well, and then if you're mismatched, and this is 100 ohms and this is 50,
Mm-hmm.
the match is
It's out.
2 to 1.
Oh,
Two-
so you're
50
gonna
to
have.
100, 2
Are you
to
gonna
1.
have like this
You're
instead?
gonna, and what you're
What's
gonna
your wave
have,
gonna look
the
like?
waves are gonna come out here, and they're gonna hit the end, and then they're gonna come back along the line like that.
They're gonna bump-
reflected.
Oh.
We call it reflected power. So, and it's in about a 2 to 1 ratio, which is about a 8%, something like that.
Mm.
8% reflected power.
How well do I need to understand
Okay,
this?
there.
Do I need to spend some
If you wanna
time?
read
That's
that,
all right here, see? At 2 to 1, it's 11% that they calibrated this. At 1.5 to 1, it's 4% reflected. At 3 to 1, it's 25%.
Okay,
So that's what's going on. Now, reflected power is not necessarily a bad thing. The next one up from the bottom,
okay.
and it just goes
Oh, I see it, yeah.
1.5, 2,
A little hard
3.
to see, but yeah, I see. It's SWR and
Mhm.
comp on the bottom.
Yeah, comp means compression. We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
But see, that's very close to perfect, and that's what the tuner will do.
Okay.
It will generally get it down to less than 1.1. That's all you care about, really. If your antenna's a little off, who cares?
Because this tuner
Tuner will cover it.
will,
It won't hurt your radio.
okay.
That's not to say your antenna's all that great,
Mm-hmm.
but if it'll tune it, it'll work and it'll transmit.
I'll be able to, I'm not cut off.
As an aside, as far as reflected power goes, try this sometime. Take a piece of wire and hook it to the wall
Mhm.
or a doorknob, and walk down to the other end a little ways, and put a little slack in it, and then take your finger and go like this on the wire.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see a waveform
Right.
form along this thing, and if you get just the right length, it'll come down here, and when it hits the end, it'll reverse, and you get this kind
You
of
get-
thing. That's a perfect match.
You'll get the, all, the signal
The
going
signal
back
will
and
come
forth.
back just like the other one. That means collector current. You don't care.
I don't care?
Except you don't want it to go too high, but it's going to show what the collector current, the collector being the output side of the main transistor,
Okay.
or transistors in this case. So if you push this and we're on CW, we're going to look to see what the maximum collector current is on the final, and that's the third one down, and it's calibrated 0 to 25 amps, right?
Okay.
So if we hit this, it's running about 8 amps, something like that. Yeah. 10, 11 amps. So that's running, this is 12 volts, 15 volts, about 130 watts
Perfect.
input, okay? Now this is going to tell you what the voltage is. And the voltage is on here somewhere. Oh, down here, at the very bottom.
VCC?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's right there, and you push that, and you see it's right on 13.8,
Okay.
which it should be, because it's got a built-in power supply. So, yeah. So, that takes care of those things. All right, now we're going to talk about various modes of transmission here. This is CW, and that means it puts out a continuous wave, right? This one here is upper sideband.
Uh-huh.
You're going to transmit, without going into too much detail, you're getting out of this transceiver and getting into it. You're listening to one sideband of a radio signal.
Mm-hmm.
Radio signal, the old-time AM station, consists of a carrier and two sidebands, an upper one and a lower one,
Mm-hmm.
generated by the audio frequencies, plus and minus that are figured into the whole signal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to make a sideband signal, first we'll do a suppressed carrier signal. You have a little circuit which takes the carrier away.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not transmitting any carrier, not using any power. So you got more power in each one of the sidebands. So you
Mhm.
start out with 100, and you take this out, you have 15 each sideband. Now, to put another circuit in there, you take out one of the sidebands. Now you're only going to transmit on the one sideband, so you get all 100 watts into one sideband,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool, except if you take a regular AM radio to listen to it, on the other end it goes up.
You can't hear it.
So,
Muffled?
so, yeah, so the receiver on the other end is designed to reinsert the carrier.
Oh, okay.
So the carrier will be along with the upper sideband, and it will give you the audio again.
It'll go back. But it doesn't have to travel that way. Is that right or not right? Travel, so it's all traveling on one band, and when you get it back on the other side, you're
That's right.
you're unbundling it so you can
Yeah,
hear it.
there you go. Actually, you're bundling it back up again.
Okay,
Because all
yeah.
you're transmitting is the one upper sideband or the lower sideband.
You're just like only sending part of the signal?
When it comes into the antenna, all you're seeing is the variation in the signal.
Okay, but it's all there.
It's all there. Well, the intelligence is there because it's varying at an audio rate.
And then you're
Demodulating is the word you're
demodulating.
looking
Thank
for.
you. Yes, you're demodulating on the other
The
end to
other
pick
end.
it up. Right,
Which
okay.
means adding the carrier back.
I do recall reading about this, yes.
That's how it works. That's
Yes.
how all of these work.
I had to learn all this, so
Yeah.
yes.
So
I had to learn all this, Dad. I want you to know.
I know.
So
Do you know
by-
how easy that is?
So by convention, on 80 and 40 meters, we use lower sideband. See, there it is on lower. If we go to upper,
That's a noise. I can't
We can
barely
hear
hear
it.
him. Not
that's
very
good
well,
because the circuitry is designed to suppress the opposite sideband somewhere around 40 to 50 dB, and that's a lot.
And this does a good job.
So
Yeah.
and this is the one you got from me. So
Absolutely.
exactly the same
What
thing.
you see in
So
front of
we
you,
we know here what
exactly
you know
what
what
you
it's going to
see
do
in-
when I'm
yeah,
working with.
Whatever's in front of you right here is exactly what you got,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
including the microphone.
All right,
Not
Dad.
that microphone,
This
over
one.
here.
That one. Okay.
Okay, so that's what's going on with this. Those are the only three modes you're going. These called modes. Those are the ones you're going to use. This one's for AM. Chances are that you probably won't use that, but it's designed to put out about 25 watts of carrier
Mhm.
and then add one sideband to it.
Mhm.
So people on the other end of the thing with an AM receiver will be able to hear it.
Mhm.
And you know it's reduced a lot, and they cut the power way back because it's continuous.
So this is low power transmission here.
This stuff down here,
Yeah.
no.
Lower end of the band. It's
Now,
like
FM is the other kind of signal, which is on this kind of radio. The only place it's used is on 10 meters. Up on the high end of 10 meters, you can use FM. That's the kind of transmission node that's
What is
used
that,
on.
29 something?
Yeah, 29.6 is where a lot of the outputs of repeaters are.
oh
And they go
Okay.
every 100, so if there's an input of
Does it
29.3.
show that on there? Or do we have to go to 28? No, it is 29.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 29.
That's
so,
where you would hit that, you know.
uh-huh. Yeah, that's how you change bands, by the way. We haven't gotten to that yet, but that's what we'll do.
I thought I had a
But
29.
those are the modes. RTT-wise, radio teletype probably won't get into that. Packet, same thing. That's a method of data transmission. Which
Did you ever go to Packet?
I actually know what packet is.
Yeah, and
So-
it does the same thing.
Yeah.
It creates little
Well, you know more than I do,
little,
because I don't know
30,
goddamn thing
32
about it.
word packets.
They use it on computers.
I've never,
Yeah.
I don't
And
even
we,
know.
we don't go at a real high baud rate because, you know, we got.
That's what I
we
meant
got
by the
bandwidth to
lower
worry
end
about.
of the
Yeah.
spectrum. It's
Yeah, but we do run some power with
Mhm.
Packet. But
Is that what they call PackRav?
well, that's the name of one of the PLC. Yeah. But then we've got the changing of the band. And you're going to try to, if you want to work. Notice how these are not calibrated in the wavelength; they're
Mhm.
calibrated in the frequency. So that's something that kind of becomes natural to you after a while. 7 megahertz is 40 meters. That's 40. 3.5 is 80 meters, right? 10 is 30 meters. Notice that's sitting on 10.00,
I do see that.
which is WWV in Colorado.
That's
Very
real,
strong,
real
just about.
standards.
Okay, then 14 is 20 meters, 18 is 17 meters, 21. Those are the kinds of things that pretty much got to commit to memory unless you want to do the division yourself.
I don't. I'll commit it.
Yeah, because it's not too hard. I mean,
I will. I will make a huge push. What I'll do is, once I find a place and I know we're going to be set, I'll be going back over them, reading the manuals. I might have some questions then at that point.
clarifier, CLAR,
Mhm.
they call it. That's a term left over from the CB ranks. I hate it, but we can't do anything about it. So the idea is that, let's see if we can find a... Why can't I hear him? Because I'm on the wrong side now. Lower. And,
So if I hear something, it means I'm on the wrong sideband.
yeah. Okay. Now sometimes people, see we're setting it on 00.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays people are channelizing this as if they were on CB. Makes me mad. But anyway, when you want to tune a little bit off, you hit one of these buttons here, clarify, receive, RX, receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You put that on there. See,
Oh.
you can tune him. And it will show up on the display as to where that is. You're right. I was at 00.